Thank you so much. My goodness. So we are getting an abundance of people requesting to donate, and I just wanted to point you in the right direction. Go to the AmazonEmergencyFund.org. AmazonEmergencyFund.org. Go there, donate, be generous. This is a really big deal. Thank you guys so much. And this is the crazy thing, right? We're all in this place where our lives are changed, and we are feeling all of the effects of this global transition, and we're all dealing with a lot of grief and uncertainty. I mean, COVID's a really terrible, confusing thing. It's infected the world with fear and yeah, and grief and uncertainty, and these feelings, they can be quite new and unfamiliar to many of us around the world, but these feelings are not new and familiar to the indigenous people of the Amazon rainforest. And this is the thing, this is a time for us to come together. This is why we're doing it. It's not like, oh, let's look at all of these terrible things that are also happening apart from the things that are already happening in our lives. But this is a demonstration that we really do need to act on these feelings. We know something is wrong, But I just want to give you a little bit of history here. And a lot of you know this, so forgive me if I'm saying something you already know, but since the early 16th century, the colonization of the forest and its peoples has been non-stop. For 500 years, violence and arrogance and theft and destruction of the land and the people by other people who came from very far away and had no idea how things worked over there in the Amazon rainforest. And it's really been like an endless array of devastation. The true people of the Amazon, they knew that they live inside this mysterious treasure. They know that still, and they have mad respect for it. And they also know the value of leaving certain treasures in the ground. And they know the value of keeping things in a beautiful way and keeping things in a balanced way, not taking too much, reciprocity. But we have lost sight of all of these things over time, putting profit above everything else, even the sanctity of life, which is really crazy. And this is what is threatening us today. So what now, right? We have become used to this way that we live. We take this all for granted. I include myself in that equation completely. And yet our culture of comfort, our culture of being comfortable, it relies on a culture of extraction. And that is powered by greed. And that drives the drilling of the oil and the mining of the minerals and the cutting down of the forest, which brings the Amazon every single day closer to collapse. But I do not consent. I do not consent. And neither, you don't have to either, This is why we're here. So stay with us. I know this is difficult and emotional, and there's a lot of information here, but there is so much more to come. And just really take in this music, take in the opportunity to feel the celebration of the natural world. So feel the music so that you can really take in all of the messages that we're receiving from our family across the world. And donate at the Emergency Amazon Relief Fund, AmazonEmergencyReliefFund.org.